could... The argument would be if they spent more time at the beginning getting to know the baby, you know, don't ask for miracles, OK, don't change that, but just feel comfortable with the baby. Then when you went away, they would feel they could take over. But I think they don't quite... A lot of them never get beyond that dirty nappy bit. No, I don't want to do that thing.
But I think you can... I think not that they can be trained, but I mean, even like my dad... Not even my dad, apparently, when we were babies, never changed a nappy. I think it was a generational thing of that time. It was quite traditional. Mum stayed home, he went out to work. Yeah. But as a granddad, he is absolutely amazing. He's like super granddad or something. You know, I go out and I come home and he's on the floor changing a baby's nappy. There's something cooking on the cooker. There's 2 meals in the freezer. The washing machine's going. And he's like, do you need any DIY done?
Maybe that's as well because he knows that he does hand them back at the end of the day. When it's your own baby, you're stuck with it all day, aren't you?
But Ray's very...
No one told me that.
Ray's very hands-on, though.
But I have to say the difference, and it's not just because now obviously I'm in love with Ray and it's all rosy. He's just a very, very hands-on dad. He loved every single minute of it, from when I was pregnant to when she was born. And, you know, because I was breastfeeding when she was born, I never changed her nappy for 10 days. She stank by the end of it. No, I don't mean that. It's because he felt that was the only thing he could do was change her nappy, because he couldn't help, obviously, breastfeed. Well, he could have tried, but I'd have been all right with it. But anyway, he did the nappies, and he's very hands-on. And it's like now, really, I mean, certainly for the first few months of her life, he brought her up, really, because I was the breadwinner. And he stayed at home with the baby and he loved it. But still, it's not as natural. He still complains about it more than I would. And he goes like, oh, you're tired, you want to be me.
Man-tired.
Man-tired and man-child baby. Yeah. You know. But, I mean, a good line out of that is, well, you know, if you don't want to stay around to bring it up, you weren't there at conception, why should you?
Hi, Ray. If you would like to add your opinion to this or any of today's debates, then you can log on to our website at itv.com/loosewomen and add your view to our forum. There's also some highlights from past shows on there, info about all of us, and you can find out how to get tickets to come and see a show. Next, a man everyone can relate to. Men want to take him for a drink, while women want to look after him. As the first newcomer to be nominated for a Comedy Perrier Award, since then he's turned his hand to a huge variety of projects, everything from Bleak House to his own chat show, 18 Stone of Idiot. And most recently, smash hit ITV sitcom Benidorm. Please welcome Johnny Vegas.
Hiya.
Hello. Look at you. Where's the rest of you?
Excuse me.
Look at you.
Incredible shrinking man.
I know. I've made some lifestyle changes.
I'll say.
Can you share the secrets, please?
We were just talking. You haven't been nipped and tucked, have you?
No, I haven't. I refuse to do it. As you say, I enjoyed the beat up.
Yeah, lived in look.
Lived in more than beat up.
Yeah,
it's a bit nervous, isn't it? It could be an alternative therapy centre. Just you with a bat. I'll make you attractive to women like me.
So has this been a fitness kick? Why did you decide to do it?
I did it about 14 months ago. I shared an office with a lad I was writing with, and he's very healthy eating, and it just sort of rubbed off. And I'd reached that point. I was getting gout quite regular.
Right.
And I just felt this agony going. I realised I had a son, and you know what I mean. I wanted to be around a little bit longer.
Right.
I didn't think I'd make 30. I made 30. I passed that, so I set myself the new challenge of making it to 40.
Oh.
So, yes, I've been a bit like that. I've keep going every 10 years. I think, oh, I'll soon be off then, and then I keep going.
Yeah. When the insurance bloke runs off. It just leaves the house and the door's still swinging.
So go on then. What have you been? Is it healthy eating? Is it working out?
You know, it's really bad. I've cut out sort of certain foods because I had this massive fear of beer as well. I was trying to figure out what was the causes of... No, I'm not having any again. I live without booze. No, I cut out pies, which was... There's a real big thing because I stopped eating pies, and there's a main pie producer in St Helens who's just closed 3 shops. And all the guilt of that's been laid at my door. You know what I mean? There's a massive campaign in the hometown. Sneak it in under his salad. But I did that and cheese and bread. And when I did more stand-up, I was really bad for eating at night.
Yeah.
Eating all the wrong
All
stuff.
the wrong things.
And it's great when you're on telly because there is sort of healthy stuff available and it's done for you.
Yeah.
You still
the
treat
acting.
yourself, though? Or are you really strict?
Yeah, I
Like,
don't
give
know,
a-
that's the thing. It's not a diet, it's getting into a bit of a better habit.
And cutting out stuff, yeah.
Yeah,
Bad
and
stuff,
then
yeah.
there's a great one on the website somewhere where all week it's like, have a glass of water and sort of a little bit of lettuce, and then it's like, and on Saturday, eat whatever you want. And it just does this ridiculous list of about 500 items, you know, that you scoff on. So I don't splurge like that. I'll have the odd takeaway.
And you're doing exercise and...
No, I've bought a gym. I've bought a multi-gym upstairs. I just go in and look at it and cry. I couldn't even get it upstairs. I had to get my mate to carry it up and put it together for me. But it is in pristine condition. I literally go in and stand there and look at it. It's like think yourself in. I've got a rowing machine and sort of one of them, but I don't want to buff up as well. Well, you know, you're sitting there like that. Yeah. No, because I'll have an heart attack in some really awkward position. Do you know what I mean? Be rigor mortis and they'll have to bury me in something like that.
So,
Trying to carry the coffin at that angle, you know what I mean?
so you said the turning point was sort of realising that you did want to be around to watch your son grow up and stuff.
Yeah, I did.
Did you try and get him to eat healthily and
It's
do...
that thing where you kick the ball, you know, as far as you can.
Yeah.
Get him to run away, bring it back, and then if there's a kite in the tree, you just go in, you've had it. Park's just littered with stuff that I wasn't energetic enough to get back.
Were you very hands-on when he was born, and are you now? Sort of, you don't mind getting your hands dirty, as it were?
No, I think it's a generational thing, you know what I mean?
Do you?
I sort of, when we have child at weekends, you're very much more involved. And I think especially, you know, as a single parent, or when you're with your child. But when he's born, this idea of 2 weeks
Yeah,
is awful because the first 2 weeks is a real stressful time.
yeah.
When you first bring him home, because that's all the panic attacks. If is the room too what, you know what I mean? You take him out for the walk, don't you? You get 40 yards from the house and you go, he's dehydrated! Or if anything happens on your watch, you know, and you take him out, so there's dads just walking along, straight through traffic, because they're just watching the baby. You put them in the child seat, and the minute they just go like that, they go sideways, you go, his neck! And they can't get back home.
Listen,
Back in the cot, and you stand there for 18 hours going, God, social services are coming.
Listen, Johnny is going to stay with us, right? You're going to have more chat with Johnny Vegas and music from Richard Fleischman after the break. Back soon. You've had such an interesting path, haven't you, in your career? If you didn't start out doing comedy, you considered the priesthood.
I did, yeah.
No, really, very seriously.
It is funny.
I
though.
heal you. That's a bit different. That's more evangelist. Yeah, I did. When I was 11, I was really young as well, and I went away to seminary school.
But didn't you come back to it in later life? You sort of reconsidered it.
I
after-
almost did.
Right.
I left because, you know, suddenly the whole idea of celibacy kicked in.
And so did your hormones.
Yeah,
at
and
same
the
time?
hormones, and you're eyeing up the 80-year-old dinner lady and going, could she? You know what I mean? It's like a really bad Disney cartoon. The dinner lady and the priest. No, so I left, and I basically found out I couldn't pull any weight.
Right. I thought perhaps that's